Hey y'all, Kayla here with Sweet Girl Design Co. How are you all doing this evening? We are going to make one of the Valentine's Day wreath kits that were a couple of kits in my shop if you are interested. I also picked up some pics that I had in my shop. Am I going to use all of these? No. Do I know which ones I'm going to use yet? No. We may make this and may not add anything at all. But I wanted some options because you all know I'm extra. And I wanted something to be able to pop into this wreath if I chose to. Y'all, someone's going to kill me. It just dawned on me that I never turned off the glue pot. Not last night, the night before. So let's not make that happen again. I'm going to get killed. I'm going to lose my whole workshop. I'm going to catch the dang thing on fire. Probably should post it on social media. My insurance company's going to come at me. How is everyone? I'm mortified now. Hey, Susie. Literally mortified. I know I didn't turn that on. Yeah, no, I definitely didn't turn that on. Sweet baby Jesus. Y'all, what are we going to do with me? I didn't work last night. I was so tired. So tired. I am going to post a new schedule over on Facebook. Hey there. Hey there. I'm okay. No, I'm okay now that I realize I left the glue pot on. I know I need a timer. Oh, I have those extra. I have those little Alexa plug things left over from Christmas. Maybe I should bring one of those up. My husband would murder me. We're gonna make one of the Valentine's Day wreath kits. There's kits still left in my shop. If you still want a Valentine's Day kit, this video will go over to YouTube. I do need a timer. That's the second time I've done that, but not like close together. Does that make sense? It's been a while since I did that. It was sometime last year. Sweet baby Jesus. So we're going to make a wreath kit. We're going to either do Pucker Up Buttercup or we're going to do I Love You Some More. Hey, Sandy. I'm just trying to clean up. I went and recorded a video real quick. I was supposed to, in my networking group, I was supposed to post a video tonight on how I use Canva for my business. Speaking of, did I even post this wreath kit? I'm trying to remember if I posted the finished wreath over on Etsy. Lord have mercy. We're starting out great. Anyways, I recorded how I used Canva for my business. And I make those little pictures and stuff for Etsy and for Facebook and Instagram and stuff. But I was struggling with a voiceover. I may have recorded the video too fast because I was like, I'm talking like this. Blah, blah, blah. Word vomit. Where's my brush? It is blue. I need to clean off my workstation. And you all know we don't scrape our workstation off with our hand because that's how we get needles and stuff in our hand. Isn't that bunny so cute? You love this cute bees? I love this bee mine. It needs a home. I hate regular water. My husband made it for me and said, here babe, I made a drink for you to go upstairs. I had one of the peach refreshers from Dunkin' today. It's probably why I'm wired, because it had green tea in it. That bunny frame wreath I have. I don't think I have it listed though. I need to get that fixed. I think I have it. I hate regular water. It's like I made you a drink. The peach refresher is delicious. Y'all, where is my brush? It is blue. Haha. I should have got cleaned up. It's right over there. It's always right. I didn't realize I actually put it away. Because who does that? Who actually put something away? Oh, well, my iPad's going to die, so guess what? We're not doing anything from there. Okay, let's get started. Oh, excuse me. Good evening, good evening. I love you some more. I thought about doing the Pucker Up Buttercup. Or Pucker Up Buttercup. Those are the two Valentine's Day wreath kits. There are just a couple in my shop. Whichever one we do, I need to go pull one out of Etsy. Because I didn't buy one for myself. I just bought enough to fill Etsy. Pucker Up Buttercup. I don't have a wreath frame. I'll be right back. I'm not prepared. Just fire me now. I was trying to do too much to be able to go live tonight. I didn't work last night, y'all. We haven't finished the St. Patrick's Day wreath yet. Y'all, on a scale of 1 to 10, I was a 10 for tired. So my schedule is changing. I am just gonna go live Sunday night, Tuesday night, and Thursday night. The other 2 nights of the week, I'm gonna leave for business stuff. So like Monday and Wednesday, business stuff, making TikTok videos to post throughout the week, answering questions, sending out emails, working on taxes, all the boring business stuff. So we're going to do Pucker Up Buttercup. And we'll save the I Love You Some More as a listing. I need to make sure I grab the right stuff for each one. I try to keep my signs in their bubble wrap though. It keeps them from getting scratched. And then I save the bubble wrap for later when I have orders for stuff. Alright, it is the hot pink and the red. The other one, the I Love You Some More, came with a natural burlap and a pink, red, and white metallic mesh. And it came with 3 ribbons. Each one of them came with 3 ribbons, a wreath frame, three ribbons, a wreath frame, 2 rolls of deco mesh. That's it. And you can add stuff to it. The bees came from either the Wreath shop, which is linked in my bio because I have an affiliate link for them, or they came from Craft Outlet. But I'm not 100% on that. I order from so many places all the time. TikTok just turned completely off. Not on my end. At least I didn't see it turn off on my end. That's weird. You're welcome. So one of the 2 places I order from, both of them, are all of those reshops so often. Sometimes I can't remember. Did they come from Craft Outlet? I probably did an unboxing that they were in. If they came from Craft Outlet, and you know they came from Craft Outlet. Okay, Craft Outlet. If I had to guess, the Reshop has them too. The Reshop, I love the Reshop because I love those ribbon boxes that they have. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take that very flat, very boring wreath base and we're going to give it a fluff. So you're just going to take all of those evergreen ties that are laying down flat and you're going to pull them upright. So that's all we're doing right now. Thank you. Welcome, welcome. Welcome in. So right now what we're talking about is the Valentine's Day wreath kit that I have in my shop, I had 2 different designs listed. So we are going to be designing the wreath kit live. If you're interested in the wreath kit, I have a few left over at sweetgirldesigns.com. They will ship out this week. I made a boo-boo, y'all. So when I left from up here Sunday night, I left the wreath. The wreaths that I packed up, I left them up here. Never thought about them. Yesterday, I realized I left them up here. I said, oh my goodness, I've got to go get that wreath, the wreaths, because they need to ship out. I put them in my car, and I did not take it to UPS on the way home, or on the way to work, because I totally forgot. So, I wrote a sticky note. It's on the back of my phone. We will take it to UPS tomorrow. How can I forget to take the orders to the UPS store? Because I've been too tired. So we're just fluffing our wreath bases up. Just standing those evergreen pieces straight up. So the wreath kit comes with 2 rolls of deco mesh, 3 full rolls of ribbon, a wreath frame, and a sign. You'll need a staple gun, pipe cleaners, scissors, rotary cutter, or you could use scissors. A self-healing mat if you're using a rotary cutter. I have not forgotten to take an order to UPS. I think it's been almost a year. I did that way back in like February when I was super stressed out last year, when my mother-in-law was super sick and was passing away. And we showed up to a softball practice. It had been like on a Wednesday or Thursday. Those orders were in my car since like Friday or Saturday. Showed up to softball practice, opened up the back to get out the softball gear, and here was a whole Jeep load full of orders. And I was mortified. I was like, I have got to email everyone right now. Because I do 2 to 3 day shipping. Like, they're probably wondering where they're at. Absolutely mortified. Alright, so wreath base is fluffed. We're going to get our deco mesh next. I need to change this. I only have 2 of these left. There are 2 of this wreath kit left. And there are, how many of this one? I think and two of the Pucker Up Buttercup and 2 of the I Love You S'more. The 3rd Valentine's Day wreath kit that we did sold out. Oh, that stinks. I can drop USPS off at UPS also. It's so convenient. But mine comes every day. Oh, that's horrible. I usually just use single ring evergreen wreath bases. I like them because they fit in my 6.5 inch box, or my 6 inch box ends up measuring at 6.5 inches. Lauren, I was on your site. Is the item that I need to purchase to learn about Pinterest called Perfect Pin? Perfectly Pinned? Perfect Pin? I think that's it. Somehow I got into... That is horrible. I'm sorry that happened. That's so frustrating. I ask though, every time I drop off for USPS, which isn't often, I still ask every time, y'all still take these? And do they pick them up daily? I'm so terrified that it's just going to sit there in their back room and no one's going to know what to do with it. Somehow I got lost in your website and I ended up looking at the 102 course. The Etsy, not 101, but 102 maybe. And then I was like, I don't think I'm in the right place. And I went back and looked again, and I ended up, I think, at Perfectly Pinned. The power pins. Okay, so I was in the right place. Yes, the power pins. Okay, I will be getting that. This is, I would say, hot pink. Hot pink and red. Yeah, I was in the right place, but somehow or another I got to the other listing, not 101. Maybe 102. I was like, I don't think I'm in the right place. I'll try again when I'm not so tired. I have the double ring bases for the evergreens. I don't use them often. I have just a few. I've got to do that because that's like a goal for the first 30 days is to start on that. So our deco mesh, you can cut 2 at a time. You did a hot pink wreath today on Facebook too? Awesome! We are doing one of the wreath kits that I had listed in my shop. We're doing Pecker Up Buttercup. You can roll both of these rolls out, so 2 rolls at a time, or you can cut them 1 at a time. For time purposes, I'm going to try and cut 2 rolls at once. Take your rotary cutter and you're going to cut these at 20 inches. Y'all, I may or may not have started putting together a St. Patrick's Day one, and everything's ready. I just forgot to list them on Etsy, so keep an eye out for that. So these are the ones that come from Walmart. So they're like, what, $4? I bought 200 of them, I think. I bought 200 of them. I bought about 100 of them or so, maybe 125 of them before they were on clearance, and then I bought the rest after Christmas sale, like on the 26th when it was 50% off. I have not tried the mesh tool yet. I didn't work last night, but I didn't want to use the mesh tool tonight when we were going to go live to teach this, since you all may or may not have that mesh tool to use. So I figured I would leave that out of this live tonight. So again, we're just cutting this at 20 inches. We need 13 of each color because we're doing 2 colors. 13 of them at 20 inches. That's pretty much all I use. I have all of my other wreath frames for sale. I buy 12 swags a year. I did not get all of them. My order was canceled. I don't do a whole lot of swags. I do garlands, and I use Joann's and Michael's as well, but I just use this single. I think I told y'all I bought like 4 or 5 of the ones from Hobby Lobby with the double rings, and I'm going to save those for bigger wreaths. My goal, so I sold 150 items last year on Etsy. That's not a whole lot, but I am a part-time small business. My goal is to sell 300 items this year. So I needed enough wreath frames to make it until they put out Christmas again. 20 inches, cutting mesh at 20 inches. I have grapevines too, and I just ordered some more oval grapevines from over at shoplikesweetgirl.com. I prefer oval over round, so I may be selling some round grapevines if you all are going to be interested. Awesome, welcome. It's a 20-inch evergreen. Michael's and Joann's are 18-inch evergreen, but they make the same size wreath, or pretty dang close to it, which is a 22 by 22-inch wreath. All of my wreath kits I have been sending wreath bases with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hey from Oklahoma. Hey Jenny. I'm here in East Tennessee. So there's going to be enough mesh for you to use with another, like add in a third color to make another wreath with. If you're having a hard time using your rotary cutter and you're finding you're having to repeat your cut multiple times, One of the things I notice a lot of wreath makers who have trouble using rotary cutters do is they're sitting down to craft versus standing up. I can cut mine in one cut. And I've never changed this blade in this rotary cutter, and I have had it for, my daughter's about to turn 7, almost 6 years. Awesome! I am between Knoxville and Sevierville. Alright, that was 13 cuts. North Knoxville Halls. Awesome, I know where that's at. Mine cuts perfectly. I can get everything in one cut. But I notice a lot of wreath makers, when they're live, they're sitting down and they're like cutting and cutting and cutting. And I'm like, why are we going back and forth? Mine's like 6 years old. Never changed it. And I use it on the daily. So if you wanted to use this for another wreath, throw something in. Throw in some black, throw in some white, throw in a different shade of pink. There's plenty here to use in another wreath. I posted a video right before I went live of my photography station where I take my wreaths. If y'all have questions on that, let me know. If you're watching this over on YouTube, it's over on my TikTok. It's sweetgirldesigns.com, which I will post this to YouTube after. Does anyone else post to YouTube from their TikTok lives? Lauren, do you do that? Oh, I'm throwing mesh on the floor. Alright, so we're going to have to separate this mesh because I cut them at the same time tonight, successfully. So we're going to do the cruffle method. Y'all see me do this a lot, but I'm going to be more in depth. We are making a Valentine's Day wreath kit that is listed in my shop. I don't do it a lot, but I'm telling you right now, I started uploading a tutorial to YouTube Saturday. It finally finished loading last night. If you check out the links in my bio, those are some of my favorite shops to get mesh, ribbon, wreath signs, wreath attachments. The one place I love getting my florals though is Hobby Lobby, on sale though. Anyways, take your deco mesh and we're going to do cruffles. You're going to curl the ends in, like away from your body, 1 to 2-ish times. And then you're going to ruffle this. And make this cute little bow thing. This that we're working on tonight is a wreath kit. If you're looking for a Valentine's Day wreath kit, I have 2 listed over my shop right now. There are 2 of each left. sweetgirldesigns.com is where you'll be able to find the 2 wreath kits. This is poly deco mesh with I want to say metallic edging, but I'm not going to quote that. They're calling it poly deco mesh, but when you look at the description, there's something about the edge that will come up. The border mesh. So it's poly deco mesh, but in the description it's going to have border mesh, and that's because it has this print along the border. Thank you, Cece. This is also poly deco mesh in the pink. It also has the border, but this is a snowdrift border. The wreath kits come with 2 rolls of deco mesh, 3 rolls of wired ribbon, and border stripe. 3 rolls of ribbon, a sign, and an evergreen wreath base. And I'm teaching that tonight on how to make it. This video will go over to YouTube after. It just takes a little bit of time, a lot of bit of time to save over there, so be patient. The lengths of the deco mesh are cut at 20 inches. So now that you've got your, I call these cruffles, a lot of other wreath makers call them cruffles. You're going to go into your wreath frame. You're going to grab 2 of your evergreen ties, and you're going to, I would really say, put them to the outside of the frame. So put these to the outside of the frame. Take your mesh and put it between the 2 ties. My southern accent keeps coming out. Put it between the 2 ties and give it a twist. Let's see. 1 time is sufficient. You don't have to get crazy and twist it a bunch of times. Now we're going to take our second color, which is going to be our pink versus our red. So we're going to take our pink and we're going to repeat that. Curl the ends in. That was 1 time. We'll say 2 times. Crunch up the center. You got this cute little bow thing. You're going to skip, we'll say we're going to skip a pair of ties. So these are the 2 ties we're going to skip. They're right here. But you're going to pull those to the inside of the frame. So we'll call this the inside and this the outside. You're going to skip these 2. And you're going to grab 2 more. And you're going to put your deco mesh in. Remember, you're going to be facing this or pulling this towards the center of the wreath. And give it a twist. You're using those evergreen ties the same way you would if you used the ties on a regular wreath frame. If that's the pipe cleaners you add to a frame that you got at Dollar Tree, or if that's the ties that are already on the pencil frames. Same concept. Okay, we're going to skip a pair, or a set, I should say, a set of ties. And we're going to repeat that pink. I'll show you why we're going to repeat that color again. So we're going to grab the pink, curl our 2 ends twice, give it a ruffle in the center, and then we're going to take this pink and we're going to put it on the outside of the ring. We already skipped our ties, so we're moving on to the next ones, and we're going to put it on the outside of the ring. Give it 1 twist, and this is what we have so far. If y'all have questions, feel free to ask. If you're not a super beginner, this may be a little slow for you, but the whole point in my wreath kits and what I like to do is teach beginners to intermediate how to make a wreath. Again, repeating this. 2 curls, ruffle the centers. Skip 2 ties, and you're going to put these towards the center of the wreath frame. If you are interested in this Be Mine wreath, it is listed over in my shop, sweetgirldesigns.com. Aw, thanks, Sandy. A lot of you have been private messaging me that, and I am loving it. I had the wreath frame. Will someone go tell me how much I have the wreath kits listed for? Because my iPad's dead. 50 something. And I ship it in a box. So the box isn't super small. The box is big enough for you to store the finished wreath in, or if you're a small business and you want to ship the wreath, you can also ship the wreath in the box. 20 inches is how long we... Okay. One moment. Okay. $52.97. There's only 1 of them left? Well, thank you. Thank you for supporting my small business. So there's 1 of the Pucker Up Buttercups left, I'm assuming, and then 2 of the s'mores. So I'm going to show you why real quick. We repeated that pink, and right after this one, we're going to repeat the red again. Thank you, Sandy. So this was red, this was pink. If we went back and did red and pink and repeated red, pink back and forth, all of our red deco mesh is going to be on the outside. All of the pink would have been on the inside of the ring. So what we're going to do is we're going to repeat each color. So this was red, so it's going to be pink, pink, red, red. The wreath kit comes with 2 full rolls of deco mesh. You won't need all of the deco mesh for the finished product. 3 rolls of ribbon. You will have leftover ribbon. An evergreen wreath frame. a sign, the live that's also going to be moved over to YouTube so you can watch it again. It does take about 2 business days for that video to upload. Don't know why it's taking so long. And a box that you can either store the finished wreath in, you can ship the wreath in. Either one would work. It is $52.97 plus shipping. If you are someone who would not store it in the box or would not ship it in the box and you want everything to be in the smallest box possible, let me know in the messaging. Make the purchase. If there's any overage on shipping, I'll refund the overage. Awesome, Sandy. Thank you. Thanks for letting me know. There looks like there are 3 total wreath kits left. The 3rd Valentine's wreath kit that I was selling, that sold out. And that video is over on YouTube. Okay, so we're repeating the red. And my southern accent keeps coming out. Sorry, y'all. It's extra tonight. It's that green tea I had. So we're going to skip 2 ties. Or a pair of ties, I should say. Or a set. A set, a pair. It's just 2 of the ties. And then we're going to go to the next set and put in the deco mesh. They are perfect for gifts and giveaways. If you purchase more than 1 wreath kit from me and you want it all to ship in 1 box, just let me know. We can do that too. It is the accent swing. Curling the mesh twice. Struggle bus. 1, 2, and then ruffle it. Ruth, I'm feeling okay. I did not work last night. I took the night to, I thought, watch some 1883 and stuff, but my husband ended up having to talk to one of his friends from work. It was important, so I will forgive him. So I showered, ate dinner, ate a really crappy dinner, and went to bed. I'm all messed up for being on a different time zone this weekend. I didn't even tell y'all I wasn't going to go live. I was so tired. I was so tired. Sandy, send it over to me on Facebook or Instagram. I'd love to see it. I don't do animals. I paint, but not animals and not people. We're curling because we're repeating the pink. Skip a set of ties and go to the next set of ties. Someone was asking if I used regular wreath frames. Not really. I have some for sale in my Etsy shop. If someone wants to buy them all, I'll cut you a deal on the shipping. I will literally put it in the smallest box possible and charge you whatever that shipping is for it. Ruth, sometimes I just need to get some sleep, which I don't get a lot of. And I don't listen to myself or my body or my advice for other people. Curl twice, ruffle. We're going to go red, and this is going to go on the inside. Skip 1 set of ties. Put your mesh in. Now, we cut the mesh at the beginning of this video. If you missed that, I will be posting the live over on YouTube. It will take about 2 business days. The mesh is cut at 20 inches. If you would like the mesh cut, I seen it, Sandy, thank you. If you want the mesh cut for your order, let me know. So if you don't have a rotary cutter or you don't have a self-healing mat, let me know. And in the purchase, because you can leave a comment, and I'll do that for you. And I'll pre-cut the mesh and put it in your order. That would take me no time at all, and I don't mind doing it. Hey Becky, why do I skip ties? Because not every single tie on this wreath needs mesh. You would need a lot more cuts, and it's full enough if you skip them. Welcome in. If you want to let me know your name, baby girl, I would do my best at remembering the best that I can. TikTok likes to trick you because everyone has unique usernames. My name is Kayla. I've been wreath making for 6 years, almost 6 years now. I started my business in the beginning of the summer of 2020, not because of COVID, but because everyone who was coming into the bank said I needed to start selling my products. In this wreath kit with the Pucker Up Buttercup, it is red and pink. The S'mores wreath kit has a multicolored mesh and a natural burlap mesh, poly burlap mesh. If you're wanting to do a custom order for like a custom wreath kit, if you message me on Facebook or Instagram, I'd be more than happy to do a custom order wreath kit for you. So if you want to change something up, that would be fine. The wreath kit for Pucker Up Buttercup is red in the pink. Cynthia, I will do my best to remember. Might have to remind me a couple times, or if you're coming into the first couple of lives, so like if you come visit us in the next couple of days, say, hey, it's just Cynthia dropping in, or Cynthia's watching, just so I can start remembering. Sometimes it's hard to associate everyone's username. And I can't see everyone's faces either. If I ever call you anyone by the wrong name, correct me so I don't. We're back to the pink. So my name's Kayla. I've been doing this, making wreaths for 6 years. Started my business in 2020. I work a full-time career in HR. I'm also a mom of 2 little girls who are very active in school and sports. So I run this part-time, very part-time. This year I've decided we're going to change lives. I used to go live as many times as I could between Sunday and Thursday night. Lives are now going to be Sunday night, Tuesday night, and Thursday night. And I go live 9:30 Eastern time. We repeat the color twice, so that way it will alternate on each side of the frame. I just start the mesh on an outside piece of the evergreen, and then I just alternate and go inside, outside, inside, outside, and I skip a tie. I skip every other tie. There are 13 of the pink mesh, and there are 13 of the red mesh, and they're cut at 20 inches. So we use 26 pieces of mesh. So I don't use a standard wreath frame. The wreath kit comes with a frame. I would have to up the price if I use the standard wreath frame, because those are like $7 a piece. Whereas these run like $4 a piece. So we start our first one. Where's our first one at? Our first one here. I pulled, so this is a single bar frame. One single bar. And I just pulled 2 of these evergreen ties that are on that single bar to the outside of the ring. Sorry, brain fart. Outside of the ring. And I put in my first set of mesh. I skip a pair. So we'll say that this is the evergreen ties. There's going to be 2, and they're going to be facing kind of towards the inside. I skip 2 and I go to the next one. And I skipped just a set of them, and I go to the next set of 2 evergreen ties, and I add the next color. So it will be red, pink, pink, red, red, pink, pink, red, red. The reason we keep repeating those, like I was saying before, if we did red, pink, red, pink, red, pink, all of the pink would be in the center, all of the red would be on the outside. Yes, Deco Mesh Wreath. The bees, Joyce was saying she believes that I purchased these bees from Craft Outlet. There are 1 or 2 places that these bees would have come from. Was it Joyce or was it Sandy? I'm not 100% sure. Is the Wreath Shop. The Wreath Shop is linked to my bio because I have an affiliate link with them. Oh, thank you. So my wreath kits, we work at a very much slow pace. Cece, was you? So yeah, Sandy, I think there was a couple of y'all in here, but Craft Outlet is where they're saying I got them from. I thought it was the wreath shop, but y'all are going to remember better than me. I ordered too much. My tax person is going to literally put me on an ordering supplies ban. But we go slow because my thought is anyone who's making a wreath kit is probably new to this. It's okay. So does it come with a diagram for making the wreath? It doesn't come with a diagram, but we're going to take this video that we're recording right now and we're going to go put it in YouTube. Takes about 2 business days to get into YouTube though. The wreath shop has a lot of the same stuff as Craft Outlet, so they probably have them too. Yep, we're using a very basic evergreen wreath base, and this is going to make a 22 by 22 by 6-ish inches wreath. This is a 20-inch evergreen wreath form. I get mine from a couple places. Walmart is a big one for me that I picked them up at during Christmas time. Joann's and Michael's. Joann's and Michael's, they're both 18-inch frames, but make the same size wreath. Walmart's are 20-inch. The only way that I sell the evergreen wreath frame is if you purchase a wreath kit. I'm trying to get a vendor to be able to sell them year-round. It's not going in my favor. If you're looking for the standard wreath frame, the pencil tie wreath frame, I have them listed in my shop. I'd be more than happy to sell the whole stock that I have in one lump order. You just gotta message me and we'll do shipping for whatever that package is. Instead of, I think they're listed individually. Prices at Craft Outlet are great. The prices at the wreath shop are phenomenal. I love them as well. I don't have an affiliate link for White Bayou Creations, but they run a lot of great sales and I really like them as well. Oh, Lordy Monica, those are some big ones. I have some of those. I actually have the even bigger wreath frame. Is it the 36-inch wreath frame? Y'all have any questions about adding the deco mesh? I want to make sure I get those answered. Craft Outlet's great. The wreath shop's great. If you're looking for some unique signs, I have none in my area and I can't get any of them to ship. I've tried Michael's. If you're looking for some unique signs, unique ribbon that you're not finding at those shops, picks. I also like Damond with Deco Exchange. I have an affiliate link with them and it's shoplikesweetgirl.com. Oh, I saw he was getting going because he made a post about the post. Okay, I'm going to try my best to show y'all. So right here, we missed 2 ties. So there are 2 ties right here. 1, 2. We missed a set of 2, and we're going to take the 2 evergreen ties, just like if you were using pipe cleaners. And you're going to take the next 2 ties. You're going to take your deco mesh, put it between the 2 ties. And you're going to give them a twist. Because I do have an affiliate with Hardworking Mom. That's because she sent me the Cruffle tool to try out that she has listed in her shop. I did not want to teach how to use this tonight in the live since I know you will probably don't have one. I have not checked out her shop for other supplies yet, but I will. So yes, I do have a affiliate link for Hardworking Mom. I don't have enough hours in the day. You just got that tool today. I have to learn how to use it. You have it and love it. I just didn't think it was an appropriate time to use it this time since I'm teaching the wreath kit. So skip 2 ties, add in the mesh. But I will learn. If you were with me the other night when we made that super cute bunny wreath, if you all see that bunny in your at-home store or at athome.com, please shoot me a message and let me know. I'm desperate. I already need them. Thank you so much, Becky. I'm so excited, Ruth, for you to get your Easy Bow Maker. You're going to love it. 2 ruffles. Or, sorry. 2 curls and then ruffle it. Cynthia, just be careful because your hands will ache. Give yourself time to adjust to making wreaths. Maybe try to push it out of the way. Okay, I'm going to try. I'm going to lay them flat. Okay. They're not going very flat. Right here we have 2. We're going to skip those 2. So we're going to skip these 2. We're going to pull up. I went to the wrong side. Please disregard. We need to go to the inside. Okay, going to the inside of the wired frame. I am using a wired frame. It's got a wire in it. It's just got a single wire. So you're going to put these 2. Candle making would be fun. Put these 2 to the inside, but we're going to miss these. Joyce, you're going to love the bunny rear end. I have Peter Rabbit cottontail I need to make with one. Then we're going to grab 2 more ties. So we've got 2 ties that are up against this mesh. These 2 ties we're going to put the deco mesh in. So we're going to take our deco mesh. I have to use my chest because my hands start to hurt. So I can't always hold it out in front of me. Roll twice. Get your little cruffle. And then the 2 we skipped. And then we're going to have the 2 we're going to put the deco mesh in. And you're going to use them just like they're pipe cleaners. I have solid wired wreaths. And yes, I do sell them. They're listed in my shop, sweetgirldesigns.com. Look under supplies, or I know they're on page 2. As you use the evergreen wreath frame, it will begin to make more sense. The tool will help, Joyce. Good to know. I don't want to just buy one of those bunnies though, because shipping is going to not be fun. So I'd like to at least buy 2 of those bunnies, at least. There's a longer, harder way to ruffle mesh. I don't like to do it. I don't have time for those clips and stuff. There's other wreath makers that do that, and I just don't care to do it that way. I think some of you all know which method I'm talking about. Where you're clipping each end of the curl and then ruffling on the countertop. I will not be selling the evergreen wreath frames. The only time I sell the evergreen wreath frames is in a wreath kit. My goal is to make 300 items this year, and I'll run out of wreath frames because I couldn't get my hands on any more. If I could have got my hands on 500 of them, yes, I would be selling them. So these frames are only in the wreath kits. Now, if you're looking for standard pencil tie wreath frames, the ones that already have the ties on them, they're the double metal frames, yes. This past year, I sold 150 items. With that being said, at least 125 are wreaths. How do I keep my wreaths from getting dry? And I'm a small wreath business, and I'm only part-time. 2 hours a night, like 4 nights a week. 3 to 4 nights a week. Wreath kits are 50 something. I've already forgot. It was further up in the comments. Someone help me out. I don't have a problem with my wreaths being dry. I keep them stored in my climate controlled room above my garage. So yeah, the basic so $52.97. Thank you, $52.97 for the wreath kit for Valentine's Day. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. The wreath frames, yes. So your shed is not going to be climate controlled, so that's probably, I would say, why it got dry. Possibly. So I used to store all of my finished wreaths in my enclosed trailer that was under the awning of a barn, so I didn't have to worry about any leaking moisture from like rains and stuff like that, but I didn't have a problem with them getting dry. Where are you getting your supplies from? Awesome. You're going to go to Birmingham? That'd be awesome. Just check at least 2. If you're not used to shipping, let me know and I could email you a shipping label. Kits are $52.97. Wreath frames are $7.50. I'm selling the wreath frames for the exact same dollar amount that I bought them for. I'm just not using them anymore. Hey from Chile, welcome. I was just at the one over in Hoover, Alabama the other day, and they did not have any. See, my trailer's not climate controlled, and I haven't had any issue with them, with moisture or with them drying out. And we have very hot summers here in East Tennessee. You're closer to Trussville? Okay, I had to stop into Trussville. I showed up, I was going to show up to a baby shower without a shirt. I just had a tank top on. So that is our wreath frame. All filled. Only available at home, yes. So all filled. So right now, without anything else on it, it's measuring 22 by 22. Hey from Texas. Hey Tammy. So if you're getting a wreath kit, I do flat rate shipping on all of my wreaths and all of my kits, and it's $19 flat rate. It doesn't matter if you are in Florida or if you are in California. Hey Becky. I'm in East Tennessee, but I was visiting family in Hoover, Birmingham, Stone, something. I'd start with just 2. Because if I can get 2, that means I can get them local. You bought a ton from Damon recently? Awesome, Sandy. So what I paid for them was $7.50. That's why I listed them for that. Ruth, I am not shipping internationally right now. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do customs and all of that stuff. I have not figured out how much it would cost me to ship to Australia. I've never had someone's address to even test how to do that. Like if I put that address into Go Shippo. Y'all are hilarious. I said we were done. Here's the rest of the mesh. So let's add that in. Where would that go? I know there was a tiny little hole and I was just going to cover it with, I'm just going to shove it in here with a bow. I was like, maybe I didn't space this right. I have no idea how. There's so many steps you have to take to ship internationally. There was a tiny little hole and I was like, well, maybe I didn't count right. I was just going to put the bow there. Here's some missing mesh. $35 to $42. I was going to guess that it was going to be about $30. So I wasn't that far off. 35 to 42. I asked Max. We won't go there. The kit doesn't come with direct, like physical directions. I could write on a piece of paper, you know, cut your mesh at 20 inches, that sort of thing. But this is going to be over on YouTube. Awesome. So go favor my shop, sweetgirldesigns.com, so you'll be able to find it. How much is this wreath? Would one of my besties help me out because my iPad's dead? $120 something plus shipping. $128.97 plus shipping? Yep, this will be over on YouTube. It does take about 2 business days for it to load. It's really slow. I use goshippo.com. They're linked in my bio. And I ship through UPS Preferred is what I prefer to do. So I think this is $128.97, but I know that someone's about to comment because I know someone went over there to check for me. My iPad died. This thing has been a POS lately and not working correctly. I don't know if it's getting old or what. I had to delete everything off of it to even use one app. And there's nothing on there. I have a couple of Valentine's Day wreaths in my shop over at sweetgirldesigns.com. $128.98. I was so close. I was so close. Thank you, friends. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you all so much. Sweetgirldesigns.com. Y'all are the best. Thank you. So we are going to attach our wreath. I have tried Pirate Ship. I just like Go Shippo better. I've used both. So you're going to start out by cutting off the little string that's on your sign. We don't ever use those. I have this one listed in my shop for $98, $96, $98. I really wish my iPad wasn't dead. I came unprepared. It has a stock photo. It's going to be the first wreath listed. It's got a stock photo and it says Valentine's Day wreath designed on TikTok Live, and it has 1/17/2023 on it. It should be right under like my favorited list. There's 4 in the favorited list. It should be the first one listed, or go under the Valentine's Day category. My iPad died. I'm so unprepared when I don't have my iPad. Will you see these stickers? 97.62. Thank you, y'all. You are the best. Y'all are helping me out when my iPad is dead. So will you see these when they're on this wreath because it's so full? No, but I don't like them on there. So I just take a box cutter and I very delicately kind of pull up the corner and just pull it off. Shop like Sweet Girl. Shoplikesweetgirl.com is where you'll find some supplies, but sweetgirldesigns.com with an S. It's also, if you go here, it might be the other corner. Wherever the Sweet Girl Designs logo is, if you go there, it's all linked in my bio. Pirate Ship ships to Australia. I almost guarantee you Go Shippo does too. I just don't have an address or know somewhere to ship, like residential, to know where to begin. I would need someone's info to give it a try. It wouldn't charge me to give it a try. It would at least give me pricing and know what to expect. We are going to put this Pucker Up Buttercup sign right in the center. Y'all are the bomb. So this wreath finish is $97.62 listed in my shop. I have the wreath kits Also listed over in my shop. It's somewhere over here. Is it here? I didn't know if I was backwards, so I didn't know if it was going to be in this corner. I love Go Shippo. All right, you're going to take your sign, and this is where you will need some sort of staple gun. You don't have to be extra like me and have an electric one. You're going to need 1/4 inch staples. Mine's extra. You don't need this. This is all you need. Basic staple gun. Not a stapler. Not stapling paper. Staple gun. And 2 pipe cleaners. I mostly use brown and black pipe cleaners. I have some variety of other colors, but mostly I just use brown, black, and I even use the tan ones. So we're going to take 2 pipe cleaners, and we're going to put it on either side of our sign. And we're going to get it on there with 2 staples. Well, nothing like running out of staples right now. Anyone know where I put those? We're going to use this one. Story of my life. Well, there was a whole 3 staples in there. Could it have at least used those? Everyone can probably relate. Could it have used the last 3? No. Okay, we're going to use the trusty one. Yeah, they'll be just as full. Awesome. Okay, so anyone who's shopping for bunnies, we need 3 now. It is on pre-order. God, in the event that these bunnies do not show up this year, even though they've been here for years, I promise you'll be refunded in full, or you can pick out a new wreath. The old school always comes through. There's only like 5 staples in here, so we're doing great. And for good measures, I put 3 in. One-4 inch staples, because your 1/4 inch staples are not going to go through your sign anywhere. The old trusty. I ain't used that thing in months. Thank God it even had staples in it. So I like my electric one because those staples have teeth. We're going to take our sign and we're going to run the pipe cleaners. One on the inside of the ring, one on the outside of the ring. We're going to be putting this right in the center. And we're just going to tie it around the frame. These are a little short. I would say that your wreath on a regular metal wreath frame would be the same size. Actually, it's going to be a little taller. It's okay, Ruth. I hope he's doing well on his little vacation. He was probably showing off wherever he was at. I don't remember where he was going. This is an evergreen wreath form. This wreath kit comes with an evergreen wreath form when you purchase it from my shop, sweetgirldesigns.com. And if y'all are wondering how I price my wreath kits, I make the most minute amount of money even possible. I make enough to cover my fees on them. I just like making them with you all. He's probably live showing off his vacation wherever he's at. 1/4 inch staples. 1/4, no bigger. Ah, thanks for all the likes. He was on the beach. I want to be on the beach. If you get your staples any bigger than 1/4 inch, they will go through these sides. Yeah, that's where Max is at. He pronounces it so well. I sound like I can't speak. I do not sell the evergreen wreath forms by themselves. I just don't have enough for the whole year. If I could have got my hands on a couple hundred of them, yes, I would have happily sold them in my shop. The only time I sell them is in a wreath kit. We had a couple of frays, but not a lot, just 2. So I call that a good day. I don't use the double frame wreath frames, evergreen ones, so with the double ring, because those have to go in an 8-inch box. This keeps down my shipping. It's just as full and just as pretty, but it keeps down on shipping, so that way I don't have to charge $25 for shipping or more. You have to get them during Christmas. Michael's, Joann's, Hobby Lobby, but Hobby Lobby only used to have the single frames. I'm pretty sure that all they had were the doubles this year. Walmart, I even heard that Five Below has them. So if you look them up online, what you're looking for is either an 18-inch evergreen wreath frame or a 20-inch evergreen wreath frame. I'm trying to have a vendor so I can supply them year-round in my Etsy shop. The last one fell through. I'm glad I didn't send the money. I hate water. Michael's still had some where you were at. I can't, so I tried online and they won't ship. My store didn't have anything. I went on the 26th and I found like 2 bunches of florals. So check your stores. Look on Michael's website. Look on Joann's website. I've used them all. Walmart's are just my favorite. Would I feel the same on a double frame? Yes. I would feel the exact same way. You may just need a little bit more deco mesh. 24 inches, yep, they're going to be a big wreath. You're going to need a bigger box for the 24-inch ones. So my boxes are 20 by 20 by 6 and 22 by 22 by 6. Which measures a little different when you measure it for shipping, but that's the inside dimension. So you would need a bigger box. Alright, let's make a bow, y'all. We're going to make a bow and we're going to make one of those loopy tail things. Hey Lisa, that's okay. I will post this video over on YouTube. Takes, like I said, takes about 2 business days to get onto YouTube. Don't ask me why it's so slow. I don't know. In your wreath kit, you got 2 rolls of deco mesh, you got the sign, and you got 3 rolls of mesh and the wreath frame. I have like maybe 1 of each, 1 and 2 of the wreath kits. We have Pucker Up Buttercup and we have I Love You S'more over my shop. SweetGirlDesigns.com. SweetGirlDesigns.com is linked in my bio. It's the first one. It takes you right to my Etsy. So these are the 3 ribbons that you received in the wreath kit, and you'll have plenty left over to use in another one. Love the ones from Walmart. And these are the basic ones, the like $4 ones. We were trying really hard, and I was going to price point them between like $5 and $7, more to the $5 range, and it failed miserably. So let's make a wreath, or let's make a bow. Am I going to do one for Easter? I am going to do one for Easter. I've already got all the supplies. I'm going to get those listed as soon as I get that box out and get everything get everything counted for. The St. Patrick's Day ones drop tomorrow. But these St. Patrick's Day ones are on St. Patrick's Day ones are on pre-order. So once I get a certain amount of orders for them, I will order the supplies. Sorry, that bow was bothering me. It needed fluffed. I wrapped like 200 and something. But I'm trying to sell 300 items this year. I want to double. I did 150 this year, so my goal is to hit 300. Wreath kits, wreaths, swags, garlands, grapevine wreaths. Yeah, but he's just showing off the beach. He ain't making anything. I want to be where it's warm. We do go live at the same time. He goes to school, I go to work. This is what works for me. Y'all have been staying pretty loyal. So let's do a 10-inch tail. We're just using 3 colors today. Feel free to add in more colors if you want to add in more colors. So we're going to do 10-inch tail. He's just at the beach. Y'all didn't want to see what was going on in Alabama. It was boring. Well, it wasn't boring. I love spending time with my family. Don't get me wrong. But it wasn't exciting like seeing the beach. Pretty much just looks like here. Let's shoot for next week to have the Easter kits ready. We're going to do 6-inch loops. And we're going to do 3 loops of each. When I say 6-inch, that's where it measures on the Easy Bow Maker. When you're technically measuring out the ribbon, it's 12 inches of ribbon. Same price as this wreath kit. I saw all my wreath kits for the same price. I think, yeah, it's about the same price. Maybe within $1 difference. It has ribbon, mesh, sign, and a wreath frame. So we've got 3 loops at 6 inches, and we're going to cut our tail at 6 inches also. If you favorite my shop over at sweetgirldesigns.com, it should alert you when I add new stuff to the shop. At least I've been told it does that. Oh. $52.87? $52.87? Plus shipping. You're getting full rolls of ribbon, 3 full rolls of ribbon, 2 full rolls of mesh. $52.97. Pretty sure that's what I said. $52.97. God, y'all, my brain. I can't remember. Thank you, Sandy, again for the umpteenth million time tonight. There are so many things in my shop and they're priced at so many different price points. My brain gets brain fog and I don't remember. I am here in East Tennessee. So I ship from East Tennessee. And I ship all over the U.S. I have also shipped to Canada. Or not Canada, I'm sorry. Alaska. I know all over the U.S. But some people don't consider Alaska because of the price of shipping to ship out there. The next loop is going to be slightly smaller than 6 inches. So we'll say it's like 5 3/4 of an inch. $5.75. Just slightly smaller. Appreciate it, Sandy. So again, that was a 10-inch tail, 3 5.75-inch loops, and a tail. Thank you. My southern accent keeps popping out. My husband's been to Cape Cod for work, and he loves Cape Cod. Absolutely loves it. He is a lineman, so he visits there about once a year. This is the Deluxe Easy Bow Maker. It is linked in my bio. Love it. I couldn't make a bow without it for the most part. My hands won't let me hold the ribbons because of arthritis. Undiagnosed. I have a subscriber? Thanks, Sandy. Probably, because I've never seen that before. I'm still learning about all of that stuff. He's pretty much only been to Cape Cod in the winter months. We live in a tourist town, or very close to a tourist town, so traffic is just our life. But he comes in the winter months for like snowstorms, and he's been during, I think, a hurricane. So I'm pretty sure people aren't just out and about for either one of those. Great question, Becky. Can you slide the comments over? No, it's not like Facebook. I'll show off the bow here in just a second in the bow holder. Because we're working with 3 ribbons, I'm probably going to add in a couple extra loops. So we're going to repeat the 3 loops again, and these loops are going to measure at 5 inches. Slide right. On my side, it didn't do that. It just transitioned the screen color. So it may work. If you slide it to the right, you may be able to disappear the comments. Disappoint the comments. Well, that's about right. You disappoint in the comments. So it is like Facebook. Facebook, you can make them disappear also. When you're crafting or you're making floral displays, if you're decorating cakes, odd numbers is just a better visual. So this is what we're working with so far. We have 3 10-inch tails. Our plaid in the back is 6 inches. The lips and XO is at 5.75 inches. And the stripes is at 5 inches. Y'all are so helpful. Thank you, y'all. So this is what we're working with so far. I'm snagging my dress. Hold, please. Excuse me, I need trash taken out. How do I make that happen? I'm putting a piece of tape on this piece of wood right in front of me because I keep snagging my dress on it. And I'm always snagging my dress pants because it's just a piece of plywood because I made this desk. I'll phone my husband. Phone a lineman. Did I miss something, y'all? I made my desk. So, I don't want to snag my dress. I snag my dress pants on it all the time, and I never fix it, but I really got caught that time. Did we get the comments out of the way? Oh, that man doesn't take out trash. Okay, so for as manly of a man that my husband is, trash is not his thing. He hates the trash. He does not like the trash. He does not like the dump. Like, it makes him gag. He could get a deer. He could clean fish, but not the trash. I give him shit for it all the time. His New Year's resolution, he said he was going to try better at taking out the trash more often. I think he took out the trash the other day. Or if he didn't take out the trash, as soon as I grabbed it, he went and got a bag and put the fresh bag in. And I was impressed. Okay, so I want to add more color. I'm going to do the plaid and I'm going to do the lips one more time. So yeah, the manly man doesn't like garbage. Gut a deer, clean a fish, all those things, no garbage. Okay, so the next loops I'm going to do are about 5.5 to 5.75 inches. We're going to do 3. I just wanted to make this bow a little bigger, but we only had 3 colors to work with. Because I like a big bow. Y'all know that. What did I say? 4.5 to 4.75, is that what I said? That's what they are. And then I'm doing about a 6-inch tail because I want them tails at the top to show. I angle cut all my 1.5 inch ribbon and I dovetail my 2.5 inch ribbon. You do you though. I don't make t-shirts, but I would like to design some for my studio so I can make them, or so that way I can wear them while I'm live. I tried to find some companies, some small businesses that I could collaborate with, and I would wear their shirts that they designed live, and then I would promote their business. Every company that sent me shirts to review for their shop were all copyright. I work from 8:30 a.m. until 5-ish. Closer to 5:30 at night. And then I've got kids and stuff and gotta get them to school in the morning and then all of the after school stuff. Softball and homework and dinner and all that stuff. Every company that reached out to me when we talked about this live ended up was so much copyright. And like, I'm not talking like 1 or 2, I'm talking like 6 people. Oh, I'm so tired. I didn't work last night. I am in HR, human resources. You make shirts and you can do one with my business logo? My business logo I made on Canva. You might have to do something to edit it. My business logo is this little icon thingy with the little florally wreath. And I've got all my colors saved to Canva. Oh, Lordy. Poppins, what's your name? I'm assuming you're not Poppins. You might be Poppins. But what do I call you? I have a whole ribbon wall and things like Valentine's specific ribbons, things with hearts, things with lips, that sort of thing. Sandy, nice to meet you, Sandy. I've got a box for Mardi Gras, so I store Mardi Gras specific ribbon, Valentine's specific ribbon in boxes over in my storage area, but I keep everything else out. Everyday prints, solids, stripes, dots, because there's a lot. My skillet is amazing. It's linked to my bio. I love it. It works great. So let's show off this bow. Let's get a pipe cleaner on it. I use 2 pipe cleaners. How do I find you? Can you shoot me a message on Facebook, Instagram, or my email? It's all linked in my bio. My Amazon. I got it from Amazon. Watch it though. Sometimes it's stupid expensive. It's like 20 bucks though. Take your 2 pipe cleaners. Cross them like this. fold them over each other so they make this shape. Like a chain link. Does that make sense? Twist that link or that tail around. It has a dial on it to control the temperature. So now you've got a nice, strong, much longer pipe cleaner. I have to run it down between the dowels because I won't be able to pick up the bow. I will drop it. But you can pick up the bow and add the pipe cleaner later. So now that bow is nice and secured between my fingertips with that pipe cleaner. See? Underneath the bow, squeeze it up. Meep, meep. That's a smaller skillet. The skillets I found at Walmart and Walmart.com were very large. I know they have long chenille stems or pipe cleaners. I just like to get mine local. So that way I can always buy them when I need them. Because guess what? I need them all the time. I probably don't need to spend that much money to get free shipping. Someone who has too much wreath making supplies and my tax person's going to kill me. But yes, he does have extra long ones. And then twist it. It's okay. Nothing to apologize about. I just am an overspender. I have a problem. We're not going to talk about it. I know you all have a problem with buying supplies, okay? Yeah, I get mine from Hobby Lobby. I love them. They're great quality. They're strong. They always have them every time I go in. And I just use two. No reason to apologize. So we're just going to give it a fluff. But this is our bow. I did repeat the colors. You don't have to. Pipe cleaners or chenille stems from Hobby Lobby. I have a ribbon addiction. Good to know. I don't need to buy enough to get free shipping. You can buy 50 spools of ribbon. I probably personally own 2,000 plus rolls of ribbon. My name is Kayla. Hi. I also have a problem with supplies. Thank you. I am going to be releasing a bow tutorial on Etsy very soon. I'm going to teach 3 different styles of bows. My name is Kayla. I'm a wreath maker and other plethora of things, and I have a supply problem. We got a little shedding. We call it RA, Ribbons Anonymous. That's awesome, Joyce. That is a great deal. See, that's how I end up with so much ribbon. Y'all want to see the ribbon wall? Do y'all want to move for a second? We're supposed to be making a tutorial here. We're got off track. I don't think there's any recovery for this. Don't judge me, my room's a mess. I have way too much supplies for my little tiny square footage. It's the room above my garage. And then I have ribbon packed away. So this whole box down here is ribbon. And there's boxes on the other side of my room that have ribbon in it. Where are we at? I need to put those wreaths away and those wreaths away. This is all my deco mesh, but it's also on the other side. This is my cut stuff that I pull from all the time. Don't judge. It's a lot. So when I get depressed, I buy stuff. It's a mess in here. That one was hanging on my wall before I put the Valentine's Day one up. That we were supposed to finish live last night. but we didn't. There's my falling collection of wreath frames. That fell off my wall. That's one of my daughter's wreaths. It's a mess. It is semi-organized, but it's a mess. Hold on, now I can't get y'all back over to where I had you. It's by color and it's by holiday / season. It goes all the way to the floor. I know moving makes some of y'all dizzy. Anyways, back to the tutorial. I didn't get this set up right. We are going to take that pipe cleaner and attach that bow. If you all do not double up your pipe cleaner or use the extra long pipe cleaner chenille stems, you will learn why you need to do that, because they won't be long enough to attach your bow. But Ruth, I would have to ship internationally. Are you going to send me your address so I can figure out how to do that? We can see my floor sometimes. I vacuum weekly now. I can't go get those frames right now. Hold on. They're listed in my shop. They're metal wreath frames with ties on them. They're what every other wreath maker uses. Hold on. Hold on. Uh-oh. These are what the wreath frames look like. So this is what we mean by double bar, because there's an upper bar here and a lower bar down here. And they already have their ties on them. There are 18 ties. I literally, if you wanted to buy 20 of them, I have like every color of the rainbow. Brown, black, green, purple, pink, red. As many as you want to buy. And these are standard. So what are the standard size ones? These are the... I just don't like to use them anymore. So this frame is a 15-inch frame. Oh crap. Hold on. I'm scrolling comments to look for something real quick. I'm looking for something. Hold, please. Sandy, you're looking for these? Send me an actual message. I've got a ton. I would combine shipping on them. I always use evergreen. Evergreen wreath forms. I've been using them since sometime last year. I'm selling these for what I bought them for through my wholesaler. I paid $7.50 each for them. I paid $7.50 each for them. If you bought a ton of them, we'd figure out shipping. I would get them in the smallest box possible. I love an evergreen. I've just been working with them for a while. I love them. This wasn't my jam. It's a lot of wreath makers' jams. There's a lot more tutorials for these than it is these. Susie, I know. I haven't decided if we're going to add anything to this wreath. By golly, I need to finish it. They are the 15-inch wreath frames. Standard wreath frames that a lot of wreath makers use. So there's more tutorials on those than what I offer, because a lot of wreath makers don't use this size. Why are we? I get them at Christmas time. When I first started out, this is what I used. They came from the Dollar Tree, and I put pipe cleaners on them. I don't love them. I don't love them because they move. I can never get my mesh to stay in place. If you can get your mesh to stay in place, you're awesome. But my mesh was always flopping over to the side and showing this frame. So this is what I started out with. I think I've sold all of these already. I tried the zip ties too. I don't know, I could never get them tied up. I didn't like these. I quickly moved to the other frames. Alright, so our bow is on. All these pretty pinks. Pinks and reds. I'm pretty sure I've sold them all. I got mine from the Dollar Tree. That's what I started out with. Alright, we're going to make a little loopy thing for the side. We're going to measure out a 6-inch tail. We're going to take our 2 ribbons together. Measure out a 6-inch tail. I use evergreen swags also, yes. So you're at a 6-inch tail. You're going to give it a twist, and you're going to make a loop. Like this. Okay, that's fine, Sandy. Okay, so we've got a loop. And then we're going to give it a twist again. I'm just estimating what these loops are at. They're almost a 6-inch loop. So this is what we've got. 2 loops, a 6-inch tail. Because I cannot hold these and get it in the evergreen frame, I'm going to pop a pipe cleaner on it. You don't have to though. Yep, streamer, or I call it the loopy thing, or a ribbon, Max I think calls it a ribbon bridge. A voltage candle to your wreath. I have no idea. I have some sort of undiagnosed arthritis. My doctor tells me just to take vitamin D. And I'll be fine. Don't really know. You're going to take your loops and separate them. Because right now they're stacked on top of each other. And we're going to attach this at the top. I'll show you where in just a second. Some type of arthritis, unknown which kind. Never been diagnosed with it. I just know they hurt. I drop stuff. They get stuck in place. They'll pop. We did not use that tool because this is the tutorial for the wreath kit that I have, the Valentine's Day wreath kit that's listed in my shop. We will use the tool when we're not doing a tutorial for the wreath kit. Can you tell me vitamin D? 10,000 UCIs? 10,000 something. Okay, so we have not cut the ribbon yet. Our ribbons are going to go over here. We just got to measure where we want them. So we've got loopies. We just tie this all together by hand. Is it IUs? IU sounds right. International units, maybe? I'll tell you about my nails in a minute. So we got 2 little lippies with a little 6-inch tail at the top. Then we've got our long streamers. And I'm going to put this down to measure. But essentially all we're doing is we're making a loop like this. And we'll have some tails at the bottom. The people who watch this replay are going to be like, y'all have talked about the most random items. It wasn't milligrams. It was IUs. 10,000. But I've learned you're also supposed to take that with magnesium. No one told me that. It works better with magnesium. And so vitamin D, magnesium, and B12, they have 50,000. No one told me about 50,000. Maybe I should take more. He wanted me to take them twice a day. He wanted to take them in the morning and at night. Do I take them now? My nail beds are horrific. Super thin, super brittle nails, and they are super ridgy. As a child, they said I didn't get enough calcium, so that's why they were ridgy. But they are ridgy and bumpy and have divots, super thin. And I'm a chronic nail biter, so I get acrylics because I bite them off. I bite off my freaking acrylics when I have stressful days. That's what the doctor told me would help with my hands because he swears I don't have any type of arthritis. But they hurt so bad and I drop stuff and they ache and like I'll be holding something and I'll have to move my hands. I'll have to like move my hands because they get stuck. But I have nothing wrong. Okay, so I'm just measuring out that loop. That tail is going to be different for each of you all depending on where you decide to put in the loop at. So I don't have an exact measurement on that. You're just going to guesstimate based on where you put it in it. I've been to 2 rheumatologists. I've been to an orthopedic. No carpal tunnel, supposedly. I don't know. I don't know what that is, Sandy. I'm assuming not. I'm going to go with no, they're not measuring my SEDS rate because I don't have a clue what that is. Alright, so this is that loop thing that we did. I'm not doing a great job. Little loop thing that we did. I haven't cut the tails. We need to cut these tails at angles. We did this all by hand. Used a pipe cleaner to attach it because I would have not gotten it in the evergreen ties without dropping it. This is the loopy thing is what I call it. I know it's not what it's called. And then these tails. Again, this loop right here is not measured, so you just eyeball it. Because it's just going to be depending on how far down in the wreath you put it. And then, again, just cut your tails with what looks cute. So we've got our bow, our cute little loopy thing. Let me cut these tails at the top. This live's got a little longer than I planned. I talked too much tonight. Sorry, y'all. I had green tea today. There are a couple more wreath kits in my shop. Maybe one of each. I've seen a couple orders come through. Okay, let's do some tails. We're going to do 14-inch tails. The other one is cute too. It's I Love You S'more, and it's s'more. I really wanted to be able to add s'more picks in there, but they didn't have any. I'm sure they sold it at Christmas time, so they never got a restock of them. 14-inch ribbon tails. I'll tell you how many you're going to need in just a minute. You just got your kit today? I shipped those out last week. You ordered one for me? And it took you till today to get it? Awesome! I've got a couple of wreath kits over in my shop. sweetgirldesigns.com. St. Patrick's Day is dropping tomorrow. Easter's going to drop next week. I'm so glad I was on your For You page also. Oh, Becky, you threw me off with your username. Connie, I will remember that because I will be having blood work coming up soon. I have to have it done yearly for the medicine I'm on. That's insane that it took you that long to get your wreath kit, Becky. I'm sorry. I shipped 2 to 3 day max. 3 day max on shipping. I shipped that out last week. What night did I stay up till 3 in the morning? Last Tuesday? So it would have shipped out Wednesday morning? That's crazy. Wednesday, Thursday. Wednesday, it left here Wednesday morning. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. You need 3 consistent elevated SED rates, SED rates to get a diagnosis. Yeah, Monday, but I'm really thinking she should have got it by Saturday. And it's UPS. UPS around here delivers on Sundays too. I was thinking Friday or Saturday she should have got it. Start out slow. I'll tell you exactly how many tails y'all need in a minute, so that way you don't have to cut them as slow as me. Most everyone tells me that everyone will get them in 1 to 2 business days. FedEx delivers on Sundays to me here. And UPS. You have blood work every month, Sandy? I skipped my doctor's appointment this winter. I had too many wreath orders. I was like, can we follow up in the spring when I'm not as busy? I was hoping to curse myself and make myself really busy in the spring. Thank you for letting me know, Connie. I will definitely ask because I would really like some answers on to why my hands hurt so bad. Now, I will have to say, when I first started making wreaths, they hurt horribly. But as I make more of them, they don't hurt as bad. So I know that they've strengthened. My family doctor when I was a child really thought it was lupus and RA. When I say child, I was in college. Yeah, that's why I have my yearly blood work done. Because I take Latuda for my bipolar depression. No, I get this sharp pain in my ankles specifically in the cold months when it's really cold outside here in East Tennessee. It feels like you've taken a frozen knife and slid it through my ankle. My knees will buckle and give out on me and they'll ache, but I'm not really worried about all that stuff. It's my fingers. I pop them a lot. Y'all judge me all the time. I don't have pain in my back or in my hips, and I have an over-rotated hip, and scoliosis, but I have no problem with it. I do have an Etsy shop. sweetgirldesigns.com will take you directly to my Etsy. If you have questions about any of the items in my Etsy, let me know. There are wreath kits, supplies, and finished wreaths and items as well. Y'all, YouTube is going to kill us in the comments. This wreath is over in Etsy. This wreath is in Etsy. It is, I went to the wrong side. It's all linked right here in my bio. So we're adding in tails. We're just adding them at random. Y'all don't have to follow any method when you're adding in tails. I'll show you mine in a minute, but just add them in. These are 14-inch tails. Thank you. That was the first Valentine's Day wreath we designed for the season here on TikTok, and I adore that wreath so much. Other years, people may have made bee Valentine's Day wreaths. I'd never seen one before, but I came across that Be Mine sign back in December, and I was like, I have to have that. Thanks for letting me know, Ruth. I'll definitely check into that. Everyone says I need a second opinion. A girl at work asked if I've ever been tested for fibromyalgia. Butchered that. But I have not. That I know of. I think fibromyalgia points out because I may not get a lot of sleep because I make wreaths and I work, but my level of exhaustion is insane. It was like this long before I started running a business. Don't wake up in the morning, could sleep for 10, 12, 14 hours. But anywho, y'all, they're going to tear me up on YouTube when I post this video. So y'all best be in them comments protecting me. Alright, so I just added tails at random over here. Where are we at? I read that as public service announcement. So we've got our bow that we added in, and we added in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tails in this upper section to add in color. We need to hide this evergreen. So pull, sometimes if you get some evergreen showing, just hide it behind the mesh. I'm so happy you're here too. Not public service announcement. Because we chatted a lot for a tutorial. Because it was for a wreath kit that was for sale in my shop. And it was supposed to be a tutorial on how to make it. I don't mind. I really don't. They're just going to tear me up. Some people don't like chatting. It's hard when you post it over on YouTube. I could do a voiceover, but I suck at those. I could speed up the video in parts and do a voiceover, but I'm not good at voiceovers. You want to know why? I say too much. Because I'm from the South and is just a word in our vocabulary. I loved the distraction. I love talking with you all and teaching. Again, we're just making a couple more 14-inch tails. You just cut a 14-inch piece of ribbon and you cut it at an angle, or you dovetail one or the other and you pinch it in the center and you add it in. There's no method to the tail madness. You just put it in. So So it's not important like where it's at. You're just filling in and adding the texture and the colors of the ribbon to the mesh. Well, YouTube, she's got over 5,000 likes here. I am twisting the evergreen to secure it. Ouchie, ouchie. You got a lot going on. My loving twisted back has never bothered me until I saw this absolutely gorgeous back tattoo that I really wanted and then remembered it would be crooked on me. Nope, wasn't a drink. It was the Easy Bow Maker. Drink is safe. 98. Let's say 98 and plus shipping. It's listed in my shop. sweetgirldesigns.com. It's a stock photo that says Valentine's Day wreath designed on TikTok Live 1/17/2023. I would love to sell it. Love, love, love. You're welcome. It would ship out this week too. I've got a couple of Valentine's Day wreaths in my shop. So something like this. So let's do a little comparison real quick. So you've got something like this. Absolutely beautiful. Sign, lovely colors, lots of ribbons. Beautiful wreath. This is going to be like I think it was like $98, $97 and change plus shipping. A wreath like this that's on the wall. You've got roses and greenery and more roses and heart picks and red glitter picks, bees, little ball picks, that sort of thing. This is $128 and change plus shipping. We just got a lot more involved with this one with the picks versus one that doesn't have one. I range from about $120 to about $150 plus shipping. I do have some lower ones, $97, $98. It's just not as often. So this one's at $128 with all the extras in it, $97 plus shipping on one that doesn't have all of the extras. Even though I really want to add extras to it. Oh, I'm sorry, Cheryl. So my prices do range, and you'll just notice with a wreath that's in the 130s, 140s, 150s, there's just a lot more involved in it. It just depends on what level you want. They will last for quite a few years, especially because you're usually only leaving it up a month, 2 months. I ship it in a box that you can store it in to protect it from the protect it when it's not being used. It does best on a covered porch or have an awning, but you don't have to have one. It will still last you for a couple of years if it's in direct sunlight and in rain and stuff like that. I just looked way too much in the light. You're welcome. You need to know your product and how much you're spending on supplies to be able to price it correctly for your shop. That's why prices range too. I'm like way out of frame. There we go. Y'all, I stared into that light a little too long. Now, the extra side of me wants to add picks and sprays, but that would raise the rate of it. So it is available, sweetgirldesigns.com. I brought stuff over to my workstation to add to it. But that is everything that you all received in your wreath kit. I do have a couple of wreath kits left in my shop. So 3 rolls of ribbon, 2 rolls of deco mesh, a sign, and a wreath frame. So if you're looking for this wreath kit, head over to sweetgirldesigns.com. The finished wreath is also listed. But we will post this video over on YouTube. If you're watching this on YouTube, I'm sorry, we got a little chatty. But I love it. If you want to hang out with us and watch lives, I'm live over on TikTok. If you follow me on Facebook or Instagram, I post that day what time I'm going to go live, but it's typically 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. I still don't think I say that right. But you have plenty of leftover ribbon. So you have ribbon that you can use on another. Thanks, Anita. Awesome. 6,000 likes. I appreciate it. Thanks for sharing the live. So you've got plenty of ribbon that you can use in another wreath, another couple of wreaths really. You also have, they are 10-yard spools. You also have some of that deco mesh left over. Just throw in another color. Throw in a black, throw in a white, throw in another shade of pink. So you'll have some mesh left over to make another wreath. They are 10-yard spools. And you've got plenty. You've got a lot more of the stripe because we only use that really in the bow, but you still got quite a bit of ribbon. You could use this at Christmas time too. Same probably with this one, not the lips, but with this one. So 10-yard spools. They're on the wreath kit. It comes in the wreath kit comes in a box that you can store a finished wreath in, or you can ship a wreath in also. Crazy Me wants to add more to this, but that is everything for the wreath kit. You can take it to the next level, and you can add in some of these. You could take one of these and take it in pieces and add to it. That is really good advice for someone. It can mess with your disability. I've got these left over from Christmas. I could add these in. I picked these up after Christmas. I could do white instead of red. I could put this in pieces and use this in there. There's so much you could do to add this wreath to take it to the next level. But you don't have to. It's cute the way it is. And we learned a lot tonight. Did you all have any questions? I keep going the wrong side of the camera. Everything, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok is all Sweet Girl Design Co. My Etsy shop is sweetgirldesigns.com. Everything's linked in my bio. If you're looking for supplies, wreath kits, where I get ribbon, mesh, attachments, that's the back side of the wreath. I would not do anything to this. I would not add any fabric or anything like that. I don't want to add felt where we'll change colors. You're welcome. I am so happy to answer questions. And then I just use a command hook. I use a command hook on my door to hang my wreaths also. It's so bright. I love it. It will take about 2 days for this to upload over onto YouTube. So if you've purchased a wreath kit tonight and you're going to watch the replay, be patient with it because upload time is really long. You all have been awesome with all the likes, and I got my first subscriber, which is amazing. Thank you. I gotta stop looking at that light. If you're interested in purchasing the wreath is over in my shop, sweetgirldesigns.com. Alright, good night, y'all.